The Watchers 3, Episode 2, Aboard the Unknown. As the Rocker sisters stood before the enigmatic doorway that led to the spacecraft, a silent consensus formed among them, a decision made not out of haste, but from a deep, unspoken understanding that their paths had always been leading to this moment. Their choice to enter the ship was a leap into the unknown, propelled by a mix of fear, awe, and an unyielding desire to uncover the truth about their father's secrets. Nikki was the first to vocalize what they all felt, her voice steady, betraying none of the turmoil that churned within. "We can't turn back now, can we? Everything we've discovered, it leads here." Her eyes, reflecting the ship's otherworldly glow, she searched her sisters' faces for any sign of hesitation. Ashley, ever the rational one, weighed their options with the precision of a strategist. Entering this ship, it's not just about finding Dad or understanding his work. It's bigger than us. She took a deep breath, her analytical mind grappling with the implications of their next steps. But we need answers, and this might be our only chance to get them. Brittany nodded in agreement. Her protective instincts, always at the forefront, were now tempered with the realization that their quest for answers was about more than just their safety. It was about fulfilling a role they were only just beginning to understand. "Let's do this together," she affirmed, her hand reaching out to clasp those of her sisters. "No matter what happens, we face it as a family." Hand in hand, the Rocker sisters stepped through the portal, crossing the threshold from their world into a realm that defied all expectations. The air inside the ship hummed with energy, an invisible force that seemed to acknowledge their presence, welcoming them into a space that felt both alien and oddly familiar. As the door, or more aptly, the hatch, closed behind them with a resolute hiss, the Rocker sisters stepped into the realm of the unknown, their decision to enter the ship a testament to their courage and the unbreakable bond they shared. Now inside, they found themselves enveloped in a world that was both awe-inspiring and intimidating. Their chatter was suddenly interrupted by the appearance of a droid, its form sleek and imbued with a sense of purpose. "Welcome, Rocker sisters. I have been printed and programmed by your father to assist you, to guide you, if you will," it announced, its voice carrying a tone that was both reassuring and urgent. The sisters exchanged bewildered looks, the revelation that their father was behind the existence of this droid adding another layer to the unfolding mystery. "Guide us? What do you mean?" Brittany asked, her voice a blend of curiosity and apprehension. The droid paused, as if calculating the extent of the information it could divulge. "There is no time for a full explanation now. You are here because you've made a choice, and with that choice comes responsibility. Your father foresaw events that would require your intervention. My programming includes guiding you through these challenges." The sisters absorbed this information, their minds reeling from the implications. Nikki's initial excitement was tempered by the realization of the seriousness of their situation. Ashley's thirst for knowledge flared with the mention of their father's foresight and the technologies at their disposal. Brittany felt a surge of determination, understanding that their path forward was not just a quest for answers about their father, but a mission that might well have broader implications. As the droid turned to lead them deeper into the ship, the Rocker sisters followed, stepping together into the unknown. Their entrance into the ship marked the beginning of a new chapter, one where the legacy of their father's work intertwined with their own destinies. The awe of the ship, both outside and inside, was now intermingled with a sense of purpose and a realization that their journey was about much more than uncovering family secrets. It was about stepping up to a challenge that spanned worlds and generations. The interior of the spacecraft was a symphony of technology and design, its corridors and spaces blending functionality with an aesthetic that spoke of advanced civilizations and distant worlds. Nikki, always the most adventurous, couldn't help but express her wonder aloud, her eyes wide as they adjusted to the soft, ambient lighting that illuminated their path. "This is like something out of a sci-fi movie," she whispered, a sense of excitement threading through her words. Ashley, analytical as ever, took note of the materials that made up the interior, alloys and substances she couldn't begin to identify, her mind racing with questions about their properties and the science behind them. "The technology here is beyond anything we've seen," she remarked. Her curiosity piqued at the thought of what this meant about their father's work and connections. Brittany, feeling the weight of responsibility for her sister's safety, surveyed their surroundings with a cautious eye, noting the seamless integration of technology and living space. "There's purpose behind every detail," she observed, trying to glean insight into the intentions of those who built the ship and, by extension, their father's role in all this. As the droid turned to lead them deeper into the ship, the Rocker sisters followed. With each step, they moved further away from the life they knew, guided by a droid that represented their only link to their father and the mission he had prepared them for, in ways they were only beginning to understand. The first stop was the command center, a room aglow with panels of holographic displays and interfaces that hummed with latent energy. The droid paused, gesturing toward the console that commanded a panoramic view of space beyond. "This is the nerve center of the ship," it explained, its voice modulated with a hint of pride. "From here, you can navigate the stars, communicate across galaxies, and access the ship's vast database of knowledge." Nikki approached one of the panels, her fingers hovering just above its surface. With a gentle prompt from the droid, the display sprang to life, revealing star maps that detailed trade routes, strategic points of interest. "It's like having the universe at your fingertips," she marveled, her enthusiasm reigniting. Ashley, drawn to a workstation brimming with scientific instruments, listened intently as the droid outlined the ship's research capabilities. "Your father equipped this vessel with tools for advanced research in biology, physics, and beyond. He believed in the pursuit of knowledge as a cornerstone of progress." Ashley's mind raced with the possibilities, her father's legacy now tangible in the array of equipment before her. Brittany, meanwhile, was engrossed in a discussion with the droid about the ship's defensive and navigational systems. Safety was your father's paramount concern. The ship is equipped with cloaking technology, energy shields, and an AI-driven navigation system. The knowledge that their father had prepared for their protection offered Brittany a measure of reassurance amidst the uncertainty. As they moved on, the droid led them to a viewing chamber where the vastness of space stretched out before them, stars and nebulae painting a breathtaking canvas of light and shadow. "Your father's work transcended the boundaries of Earth," the droid began, its tone taking on a somber note. "He was part of a larger community, a coalition dedicated to safeguarding the balance of the cosmos. This ship and all its technology serves that purpose, to explore, protect, and preserve." The sisters absorbed the gravity of the droid's words, each feeling the weight of their inheritance in new ways. Nikki saw it as a call to adventure, a chance to live the stories she'd always dreamed of. Ashley viewed it as an unparalleled opportunity for discovery and understanding, a continuation of their father's quest for knowledge. For Brittany, it was a duty to protect, to use the resources at their disposal to make a difference, just as their father had. The droid led them to the sleeping chambers, a series of rooms designed with comfort and privacy in mind. Each chamber was tailored to support the rest and well-being of its occupant, equipped with beds that adapted to the body's contours and needs, ensuring optimal rest even in the artificial gravity. Nikki bounced lightly on the bed in her assigned chamber, testing its responsiveness. "It's like sleeping on a cloud," she exclaimed, delighted by the sensation. The walls of each chamber were fitted with personalization options, allowing the sisters to project images or scenes of their choice, transforming the space into a personalized sanctuary. Ashley, intrigued by the technology embedded in the room, noted the ambient lighting designed to mimic the natural progression of day and night, promoting healthy circadian rhythms. "Dad thought of everything," she mused, appreciating the blend of scientific understanding and care that went into the design. Brittany examined the communication panels located in each chamber, which allowed them to stay connected with each other and the ship's systems at all times. "We're alone out here, but we're never really isolated," she observed, finding comfort in the thought. Next, the droid introduced them to the mess hall, a spacious area that served as the ship's communal dining room and kitchen. The space was designed to be more than just a place to eat. It was a gathering spot, encouraging camaraderie and conversation. The kitchen boasted a food synthesizer capable of creating a wide array of dishes tailored to meet nutritional needs and taste preferences. Nikki, with a penchant for culinary experimentation, was eager to test its capabilities. "I wonder if it can make Dad's famous chili," she joked, scanning through the available recipes. Ashley was impressed by the efficiency and sustainability of the food system, which recycled and repurposed waste, ensuring minimal impact on the ship's resources. "It's a closed-loop system, very eco-friendly," she noted, appreciating the thoughtfulness behind the ship's environmental stewardship. Brittany, taking a seat at the long communal table, envisioned the sisters sharing meals here, discussing their day's discoveries and planning their next moves. Smiling at the thought of creating new memories in this extraordinary setting, the tour highlighted the ship's blend of advanced technology and homely comfort. Here, amidst the stars, they found a new home, a sanctuary that promised not just adventure and discovery, but a place of rest, reflection, and connection. As the Rocker sisters gazed into each other's eyes, they felt a renewed sense of purpose. The ship, with its advanced technology and noble mission, was not just a vessel of exploration. It was a beacon of hope, a symbol of the role they were to play in a larger story. After the comprehensive tour of the spacecraft and its myriad of functionalities, the droid addressed the Rocker sisters with an air of solemnity that instantly captured their attention. "I advise you to rest and gather your strength," it suggested. "We are en route to a base where you will be provided with more answers about your father's work and the broader mission at hand." The notion of a base, a tangible link to their father's secret life among the stars, imbued the sisters with a mix of anticipation and unease. The reality of their situation, once an abstract whirlwind of discoveries and revelations, was crystallizing into a journey with tangible destinations and imminent challenges. Ashley, ever contemplative, considered the implications of their destination. This base could hold the keys to understanding not just Dad's work, but also the technology and alliances that govern this part of the universe, she mused, her mind racing with questions and theories. Brittany, recognizing the weight of their upcoming encounter, nodded in agreement with the droid. "Rest is wise. We need to be at our best to face whatever comes next," she acknowledged, ensuring her sisters understood the importance of being prepared for any eventuality. Nikki, whose excitement was seldom dampened by the unknown, embraced the droid's advice with a spark of adventure in her eyes. "A real space base? This is getting more epic by the minute," she declared, her spirits lifted by the prospect of uncovering more pieces of the puzzle. As the droid glided away, leaving the Rocker sisters to their own devices for the night, a palpable silence fell over them. A momentary pause in the whirlwind of discoveries and revelations. The comfort of the sleeping chambers contrasted sharply with the vast unknown that awaited them, sparking a need for connection and reassurance among the sisters. Brittany, sensing the undercurrents of apprehension among them, initiated a quiet conversation, her voice soft but steady. "I know this is a lot to take in. How are you both feeling about all of this?" she asked, gesturing vaguely to encompass their extraordinary circumstances. Nikki, always quick to find the silver lining, leaned against the doorframe of her chamber, a small smile playing on her lips. "It's like we stepped into another reality. I mean, who gets to say they've been on a real spaceship? It's scary, yes, but it's also the most exciting thing that's ever happened to us." Ashley, sitting at the edge of her bed, wrapped her arms around her knees, contemplating her sister's words. "It's fascinating, no doubt. The scientist in me is over the moon," she admitted, allowing a small chuckle at her own pun. "But it's also daunting. We're about to dive into Dad's world, a world he kept hidden for a reason. I just hope we're ready for whatever comes next." Brittany nodded, understanding the weight of their shared responsibility. We've always looked out for each other, no matter what. This time's no different. We might be stepping into the unknown, but we're doing it together. Dad left us this legacy for a reason. He believed in us, our strength, our bond. We'll face whatever comes as a team." The sisters shared a moment of a silent agreement, the bond between them a tangible force in the room. Brittany stepped forward, pulling both Nikki and Ashley into a tight embrace, a physical manifestation of their unity and shared resolve. "Let's get some rest," Brittany suggested as they reluctantly broke apart. "We'll need all our strength for tomorrow." Nikki flashed a grin. "Tomorrow, we start our new adventure." Ashley, her analytical mind never fully at rest, added, "Or we'll uncover truths that change our understanding of the universe. Either way, I'm glad we're on this journey together." With those parting words, the Rocker sisters retreated to their respective chambers, the prospect of rest offering a brief respite from the cascade of emotions and thoughts that the day's events had unleashed. As they lay down, the ship's gentle hum a soothing backdrop. Their minds were alight with possibilities, fears, and the unbreakable bond of sisterhood that would guide them through the challenges ahead. Ashley, surrounded by the gentle hum of the ship's systems, found comfort in the logical progression of their discoveries. Each piece of technology, every snippet of information from the droid, was a thread in the larger tapestry of their father's life and ambitions. She drifted off to sleep with a notebook by her side, filled with observations and questions, her mind already piecing together the puzzles of the cosmos. Brittany lay in her bed, the simulated night cycle of the chamber mimicking the Earth's rhythm, providing a semblance of normalcy in the midst of the extraordinary. Her thoughts drifted to their mother, their family home, and the myriad ways their lives would change upon their return. Yet, amid the uncertainty, she felt a steadfast resolve to carry forward their father's work and protect her sisters through whatever trials lay ahead. Nikki, her chamber walls aglow with projections of distant galaxies and nebulae, felt a thrill at the boundless possibilities that awaited them, the adventure, the challenges, the chance to stand where few humans had stood before. All of it filled her with an insatiable curiosity and a determination to live up to the legacy their father had left them. As the ship continued its silent voyage through the stars, the Rocker sisters rested, their dreams a blend of memories and aspirations, Earth and the vast unknown. The journey to the base promised not just answers, but a deeper understanding of their place in a universe far more complex and wondrous than they had ever imagined. The night passed in a blink, a rare moment of peace amidst the storm of the unknown. As they awoke and met in the mess hall, they gathered there strength for the revelations and trials that awaited them. The absence of the droid, their guide and connection to their father's legacy, left them feeling momentarily adrift in the vastness of the ship and the unknowns of their journey. It was Nikki who first voiced the question that hung in the air. "Where's the droid? Shouldn't it be here to prep us for what's coming?" The sisters looked around, half expecting the droid to glide into the room at any moment, but the space remained empty, save for the hum of the ship around them. Ashley, ever practical, suggested, "Let's call on it. It has to be around here somewhere." Brittany, in mockery of Ashley's idea, voiced their request aloud, addressing the seemingly empty air. "Can you tell us where the droid is?" The sisters were taken aback when the ship itself responded. The walls of the mess hall seemed to come alive, a gentle, ambient glow suffusing the room as a soft voice filled the space. "I have alerted the droid to your presence. It will join you momentarily." The realization that the ship was not just a vessel of metal and technology, but a sentient entity capable of communication and interaction struck the sisters with a mix of awe and surprise. Nikki's eyes widened with excitement. Did the ship just talk to us? Ashley, processing the implications, nodded slowly. "It seems like it. This adds a whole new layer to Dad's work. He didn't just build a ship. He created something alive." Brittany focused on the immediate. "If the ship can respond to us, maybe it can help us navigate what's to come." She mused, considering the strategic advantage of having the ship itself as an ally. The brief wait for the droid felt less daunting as they absorbed this new revelation. The ship, with its advanced AI, was more than a means of transportation. It was a guardian, a repository of knowledge, and now a companion in their quest. When the droid finally appeared, gliding smoothly into the room, its arrival was met with a newfound respect and curiosity from the sisters. "We were beginning to wonder where you'd gone," Nikki greeted, her tone light but curious. The droid, for its part, seemed unperturbed by their earlier concern. "I was attending to essential functions to ensure our journey to the base proceeds without incident. However, I am here now to assist you with any questions or preparations you may need." As they sat down with the droid to discuss the day's agenda, they did so with the knowledge that they were not alone, that the ship itself was a part of their journey, offering guidance, protection, and, perhaps most importantly, connection. As the Rocker sisters sat with the droid in the mess hall, the ambient glow of the ship's interior seemed to pulse with a sense of anticipation. The droid, its voice as calm and measured as ever, delivered news that shifted the atmosphere from one of preparation to revelation. "We have arrived at our destination," it announced. "The base, a structure vast in scope, built within the moon itself." The droid explained. "The lunar base station, similar to the ship, operates with a system of artificial gravity. This is precisely why you're not adrift in a state of weightlessness aboard the ship. Its gravity has been calibrated to mimic that of Earth's for your comfort and familiarity," it informed them. "However, the gravity setting within the lunar base is slightly increased, adjusted to accommodate the physiological needs of its original inhabitants. It's set at 10% more than what you're accustomed to on Earth. As a result, your movements here may feel more labored, your bodies heavier. This artificial gravity stops just before the crust of the base to keep the illusion alive that the base station is really a natural satellite of Earth." The sisters exchanged looks of astonishment. The moon, Earth's constant companion in the sky, a symbol of the unattainable and the mysterious, was now their destination. Nikki's excitement was palpable. "We're actually on the moon? This is unreal." Ashley, ever inquisitive, leaned forward. "A base on the moon. It must be for something significant. What was its purpose?" Brittany, absorbing the gravity of their arrival, asked, "How do we proceed? What does the base hold for us?" The droid responded, "The base, mega structure, moonship for a simplified explanation, was established as a hub for research, exploration, and as a beacon for interstellar diplomacy. Its interior is designed to support a vast array of scientific endeavors, living quarters, and spaces for collaboration among various cosmic entities. Your father's work here was pivotal. He envisioned it as a step towards a united intergalactic community." As the ship approached the moon, the sisters were guided to a viewing area. The sight that greeted them was nothing short of spectacular. The surface of the moon, so familiar yet so alien, stretched out before them, its craters and plains basking in the stark sunlight. But it was the base that captured their attention, a marvel of engineering and vision, its entrance barely discernible against the lunar landscape, hinting at the enormity of what lay beneath. The droid led them through the docking process, which was seamless, the ship syncing with the base's systems as if they were two parts of a whole. As the hatch opened, the sisters stepped out into the base, and their breath was taken away by the scale of it all. The interior was vast, extending far beyond what they could see, illuminated by a network of lights that mimicked the natural light of day. Corridors branched off in various directions, leading to different sectors of the base. The architecture was a blend of functionality and beauty, with open spaces that invited exploration and structures that spoke of advanced technological prowess. The air was filled with a sense of purpose, of countless possibilities waiting to be discovered. The droid explained, "This base is more than just a facility. It's a testament to what can be achieved when civilizations work together towards a common goal. Here, your father's dreams of unity and exploration are realized. You will find many answers here but also many questions. This is where your journey truly begins. As they moved deeper into the base, the Rocker sisters realized the magnitude of their father's legacy. It was not just about the secrets he kept or the technology he developed. It was about his vision for the future, a future where humanity reached beyond the confines of Earth towards the stars. With the droid as their guide, Nikki, Ashley, and Brittany embarked on the next phase of their adventure, ready to uncover the mysteries of the moon base and their father's role in the cosmic tapestry of interstellar relations and exploration. B.N.Rocker stood at the threshold of the lunar base, her gaze lingering on the vast expanse of the moon's interior, transformed into a monumental base. Despite the awe-inspiring sight and the promise of answers that lay ahead, a nagging sense of responsibility pulled at her conscience. Brittany, doing what she always does when anxiety gets the best of her, steps back, takes a moment in thought, and then deals with the problem head on. Not wanting her sisters to see her in question, she tells them, "I left something on the ship. I'll be right back," she announced, her voice carrying a mix of urgency and determination. Nikki, ever eager to explore the mysteries of the base, frowned in slight impatience. "It can't be that important, can it? We're about to uncover Dad's secrets." Brittany met her sister's gaze with that authoritative look she had perfected since childhood, a look that lost no argument. "I need to take care of that girly thing. I'll be right back," she insisted, her tone leaving no room for further discussion. With a mixture of reluctance and curiosity, Ashley and Nikki watched as Brittany hurried back to the ship, the weight of untold secrets pushing her forward. Once aboard the seemingly dormant spacecraft, Brittany felt a momentary pang of isolation, hoping the anxiety attack would subside, but the familiar hum of the ship's systems offered little comfort as she navigated the corridors, her footsteps echoing in the silence. It was then that the ship sprang to life, startling Brittany with an unexpected announcement. "B.N.Rocker," the ship's voice boomed, its sudden volume echoing through the halls. "The droid has been reprogrammed. You are being deceived." Brittany froze, her heart racing as the words sank in. The ship, a silent guardian thus far, was now revealing a layer of complexity and forethought her father had instilled within its core. "The droid is not to be trusted, but you must use it to your advantage," the ship continued, its voice now a steady, urgent whisper. "Your father anticipated a scenario where external forces might compromise the mission. I am his contingency plan. I am equipped to communicate directly with you now that the droid is off the ship and its surveillance capabilities are limited." Brittany's mind raced, trying to piece together the implications of the ship's warning. The droid, their guide and link to their father's legacy, was now a potential threat. Yet, the ship's ability to distinguish between friend and foe offered a glimmer of hope. "Retrieve the holographic generator from the replicator. There is a message from your father stored within it, meant for such a contingency. Share it with your sisters in private," the ship instructed. A small holographic device materializing in the corner replicator. Brittany approached the replicator, her hands steady despite the turmoil within. She retrieved the device, its compact form belying the weight of the message it contained. Returning to her sisters, Brittany concealed the device with the utmost care, her mind a whirlwind of strategy and caution. The revelation from the ship had shifted the ground beneath her feet, casting shadows of doubt on their current path. Yet it also solidified her resolve to protect her sisters and unravel the truth of their father's intentions. Rejoining Nikki and Ashley, Brittany masked her apprehension with a calm exterior. "Sorry for the delay," she said, her voice even. "Let's continue our mission." As they delved deeper into the lunar base, Brittany planned her next steps with meticulous care. She needed to find the right moment. In the cool, artificial atmosphere of the lunar base's corridor, Brittany quickened her pace to catch up with Nikki and Ashley, who were absorbed in a discussion about the day's revelations. The weight of the secret she carried lent urgency to her steps, a stark contrast to the sense of wonder that had initially filled their exploration of the base. As Brittany approached, her sisters' conversation tapered off, their attention shifting to her. The seriousness in Brittany's expression was enough to cue them into the fact that this was more than a casual catch-up. I found something important when I went back to the ship," Brittany began, her voice low, ensuring their conversation remained private amidst the hum of activity around them. The sisters leaned in, instinctively forming a close circle, a bastion of trust in the vastness of the unknown. "It's about the droid," she continued, her eyes flicking around to confirm they were still out of earshot of any potential eavesdroppers. Nikki's brow furrowed in confusion, while Ashley's expression turned thoughtful, sensing the gravity of Brittany's words. Brittany's gaze locked with each of theirs in turn, a silent plea for understanding and unity. "I can't say much here, but let's just say not everything or everyone is what they seem," she hinted, her words a delicate dance around the truth she was not yet ready to fully disclose. Nikki's curiosity was piqued, her adventurous spirit alight with intrigue. "What do you mean?" she pressed, her voice a whisper of excitement and concern. Brittany, softly, "Shh, Nikki," leaning closer, her voice barely audible. "Let's just say our guide might be leading us on a tour that's curated more than we'd like. I have something to show you both, but not here, not now." Ashley, ever the analyst, nodded slowly, piecing together Brittany's cryptic clues with their recent experiences. "Understood. We'll talk in private," she agreed, her mind already racing through scenarios and strategies. As they resumed their walk, the sisters were silent, each lost in her thoughts about Brittany's ominous warning. The base, with its endless corridors and secrets, suddenly seemed more labyrinthine, a puzzle that extended beyond its physical construct to the very beings that inhabited it. Brittany's clue, though veiled, was a beacon, a signal that the journey they had embarked upon was about to delve into depths they had not anticipated. It was a reminder that their quest for answers was fraught with deception and hidden truths, but also a testament to their strength as a unit. Together, they would navigate the complexities of their father's legacy, armed with the knowledge that in the vastness of space, their bond was their greatest asset. The day waned as they made through the corridors of the lunar base, echoing with the silent promise of revelations to come. Brittany's warning had set the stage for a new chapter in their adventure, one where caution would be their guide and the truth their ultimate destination. B.N.Rocker.